So my name is Hila and I'm the CEO and co-founder of DIA. And what we are doing is AI for ultrasound images. So I don't know if you know, but there are all kinds of ultrasound images. And today, almost any area, any anatomic area in the body, you can evaluate and look with ultrasound devices. The main challenge in ultrasound that you see right now is that most of the evaluation is being done by visual estimation, by just looking at the images. Also, the way that you are capturing the image is very subjective. And in both ways, and in all of those images, you will see that the variability is very high. It's very subjective, highly depends on the user experience. And even between physicians that have very high and years of experience, you see a lot of variability. So the need for AI to help them analyze those images and provide them with objective information that based on that, they will make a decision. We see it a great demand and great need, and we hear it all over with all kinds of users. Another thing that happened in ultrasound is that the market is growing dramatically. You can see that, first of all, the size of the market is $7 billion market, which the growth is in point-of-care ultrasound, it's 7.5, and handheld devices are being sold in a rate of 35% right now, even each year. And the growth in general in the ultrasound market is around 5%. And why it's happening? Because the devices become smaller and less expensive, and new users that entering this market and using ultrasound devices, and the need for AI is even increasing also dramatically. It's expected to reach only AI in this market to $2 billion market, and will be to almost 25% of the market, which is a huge market. And this is our addressable market. So we are addressing the two main challenges in ultrasound. The first one is the capturing of the image to help the end users capture the right image, because compared to MRI and CT, where you're posing the patient and posing the device, here you actually have to find the image. So we want to help there. And to analyze, of course, the image. Wherever they are looking for by visual estimation, we want to provide it automatically, objectively, and not to replace them, of course. It's just to give them, and what we see is AIs give them another set of instruments in their toolbox. They had blood tests, they have all kinds of devices, now they have AI. So our vision is that wherever you will put the transducer, we will help you take the image, we will help you analyze the image, and it doesn't matter where it is. If it's inside a device, if it's on the healthcare IT system, on the PAC system, on the cloud, we are going to be there, and we are already there. So with an access to hundreds of thousands of images, we were able to develop all kinds of solutions and products and apply deep learning, machine learning, and also image processing technology. We are not doing only one of them. We are actually combining all of them together, and depending on the image and what we believe and know, and we have a deep know-how of how to do that. And we already have a set of solutions. We started with cardiac, so we have a set of solutions with already FDA and CE approval. Also, we expanded all to urology and to, of course, the image acquisition assistant that will be released next year. And we'll keep expanding to other anatomic areas. During this COVID-19 outbreak, our cardiac solution are being used in the front line by point-of-care physicians that increasingly using ultrasound devices to triage and monitor COVID patients. We figure out and realize through recent market research that about 51% of patients that died from the virus were suffering from heart issues as well as lung issues. So we see that the heart is majorly being affected by this COVID-19 virus, and any AI solution that can help the frontliners, the ones that are using ultrasound today, to detect and monitor those patients, helping them a lot. And we do see increased use of our solution in this environment. Recently, we also got government funding to continue and develop additional solutions that can help the detection and monitoring of the COVID-19 virus with ultrasound. We are vendor neutral and cross-platform. We can work on Linux and Windows and Android. and we can work on any viewer that ultrasound is being performed. It doesn't matter if it's a handheld device, portable, cloud-based IT systems, and we already deployed in all of those segments our solution. The way that we are selling our solutions to the end user, which are the hospitals and clinics, is through a partnership and channels like distributors with those companies. And we already have 9 channel partners that we are working with. Some of them already been deployed in the market, and some of them we just signed like in the last 3 or 4 months. And just to give you a sense of how it works, here with the GE with the handheld device, our AI solution is here, pressing 1 click after taking the image, and within few seconds, getting results. Marking, tracking, and all kinds of indication that today they are looking by visual estimation. Also, in terms of how it works with the image acquisition assistant that will be released, as I mentioned, next year, giving indication, live streaming of red and green, if the position is good or not, until getting to the right area. And that, again, we do not need to do a deep integration. We need the streamline of the images, and we giving the input right away. In terms of product market fit, so we proved that the business model is working, that there is a need. In a very short time of a period deploying our solution, we were able to reach more than 1,000 users that bought our solution, actually bought it. And we are all over, because once you're working with the channels, they are selling everywhere. So we are already deployed in 20 countries and generating revenues. So where we are going next? So of course, we continue our efforts of sales in our existing solutions, expanding to other anatomic areas, launching our image acquisition assistant, and again, other anatomic areas that we are working on. We did all that I mentioned and more thanks to a great team of physicians, engineers, business team players, and thanks to our advisory board from top medical facilities that we are working with in Rush and Yale and Mount Sinai. And using our award-winning technology, we are continuing to and pushing to still be the #1 AI company within ultrasound imaging. Just to summarize what I just mentioned in terms of our achievements. So until now, we raised $12 million in the company. We are heading to a debut round in the company. 4 FDA approvals, product market fit, 9 channels and increasing. You will see all kinds of PRs, press releases very near in the future. More than 1,000 users, access to huge database, and actually, we're not stopping. We really want to scale, so this is why we're here. Thank you.